Hey guys, Jordan here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you guys here with me today. Today I am doing a review for you guys. You had seen my Amazon beauty haul video. I mentioned in that video that I found some eyeshadow primers that are dupes for the Plouise eyeshadow primer. So I promised a review, and of course I'm delivering. So today I will be reviewing them. If you have not yet seen that video, it will be in the iCards above, so you can check that out after you've watched this video. These are the primers. I want to do like a little swatch for you guys so you guys can see what each primer looks like. So I'm just taking them out of the box and putting them out so that you can see the difference in color. With these, a little goes a long way. I'm actually not sure which one I'm going to use today. Alright, so this is what the swatches look like. The first one is number 1, which would be like rumor 1. The second one is number 2, which would be like rumor 2, and then we have the white, which is number 0, which would be like rumor 0. Okay, so today I really want to focus on the primer, how they work, how they apply, and less so on my eyeshadow that I'll be using. I'm also going to do a review on it, so I don't want to take away from this, so I'm going to split the two. I'm going to do a different look and do a review on that eyeshadow. Alright, so my face is already moisturized. My eyes, of course, you can see they're not concealed, they're not primed, because I wanted to wait until I started the video. So we're gonna go ahead and start applying our eyeshadow primer. I really don't have any ideas the look that I want to create today. I want to do something fun though, but I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just looking at my eyeshadow palette to figure out what exactly I'm gonna do, or see if anything like jumps out at me instantly. Alright, I think I know what I'm gonna do. So, two things. I have been like lately using my foundation as concealer. So I'm actually using the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. I've been using it as a primer slash brow definition, if you want to call it that, to define my brows. So I'm going to start to define my brows by using a little bit of this. I'm not going to drag it down too much because I'm going to go in with the eyeshadow primer, so I don't want to take away from it too much. I think I'm going to go in with the first primer, which is number 1, to see how that kind of like blends onto my eye. I've cleaned off the brush and I'm going to go back in with that same brush that I was using to apply this. As I mentioned, guys, a little goes a long way. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow. Alright, so what I like to do, I like to kind of shape out what my shape is going to be like. I like to like define my shape first, sketch it out basically. With this shape, I'm just packing it in. I really want to see how these colors hold up, so I'm just kind of packing in the shade now, the color. Not bad at all. I think I'm gonna connect it here. I made work a crease, definitely. How are we looking so far? Kind of looking crazy, right? Now I'm starting to build the color up, and I'm also diffusing the edge of that first shade, so I'm softening the edges of that first shade using this second shade. As I said, I'm not mentioning the palette that I'm using today because I am going to be doing a review on the palette. Oh, guess what would be fun? How about I do this eye with the primer on this eye using my foundation, and then we can like compare and see which one, you know, looks better. That's a fun idea. Let's do that. By the way, I'm using my new brushes. Again, if you've not yet seen my Amazon beauty haul, you can definitely check it out after you've seen this video, and I will also link it down below in the description bar. Now we're going in with this beautiful purple. Oh my god, I love it. To join and bring everything together and just tie in this whole look. I'm not gonna lie, since I've gotten older, I've like appreciated color more. When I was younger, I wasn't this adventurous with eyeshadows. I was like a stickler for, you know, not going out of my comfort zone. But as I've gotten older, I've really appreciated the fact that you need to step out of your comfort zone from time to time. Try things differently, try different colors. You might never know what works out for you. Alright, okay, not bad. And I brought it all the way to the front, which is different for me, but again, we're pushing ourselves today and we're trying something completely different. Alright, now for the lids, I'm definitely going to cut the crease using the white primer. A little goes a long way, and we're gonna cut that crease. Alright, so I have hooded eyes, so I like to do that. Okay, I'm just gonna build up that white now. Now I'm gonna go in with this beautiful purple. I have this great purple glitter that I really want to experiment with, but I also have this purple that I just want to pack in right here. Really want to pack that in to see how that looks and kind of bring it up into the crease so you can have like a little dimension going on right here. I don't want to take it all over my lid. Okay. And now I'm gonna go in with that beautiful pressed glitter. I'm gonna just pat that on. Kind of a loose consistency. I thought it would have been like easier to apply. Oh my god, guys, I wasn't expecting this glitter to be so hard to go on. I literally have to be dragging it on, which sucks. It really does. It does not look how I perceived it as looking. To be honest, it doesn't look like how I wanted it to look, to be honest. You know, it really gave me false hope. So now I'm improvising and just trying to build on that color. Alright, so guys, I'm actually disappointed with this glitter. I thought that it looks so pretty in the palette. I thought it would have transferred much better. So right now my eyes are just looking like one big mess. So to add some type of division to my cut crease versus my regular eye makeup, I'm just going to go ahead and I think I'm going to do a half liner using NYX Cosmetics white eyeliner. I mean, it's okay. I guess everything will come together once I do like the final look, so I'm not really worried about it. So I'm gonna do this eye off camera, given that it takes some time to do your eyeshadow. So I'm gonna do this eye off camera and come back. As I said, I'm gonna use my foundation as my base for this eye and then come back and see if we see any major differences between both eyes, and then we can just finish off the look. Okay, so I'm back. I did my lashes and I added some gems that I came across to just place them. I just think it adds to the look, given that I'm not really digging the fact that my glitter that's supposed to be on my center lid doesn't look like glitter, but you know, we're working with it. All right, now let's move on to my base makeup. So now I'm gonna add primer. I'm gonna be adding this LA Girl Pro Prep. Haven't used this in a while, but this is definitely one of my favorite. It really holds my foundation well, and it's very affordable. It's drugstore. And this is what actually this is actually the first primer I've ever used. It's not for all skin types though. If you have a drier skin type, I wouldn't suggest using this, because I used it on one of my friends when she asked me to do her makeup a few years ago, and she has a drier skin and type, and it did not work out, you know, good. I had to forego primer altogether because at the time it was the only one that I had available. Alright, so now that my skin is primed, I'm going to go in with now that my skin is primed, I am going to go in with foundation. For foundation, I'm going to be using, of course, my LA. What is wrong with me today? For foundation, I'll be using my Maybelline New York Super Stay foundation. So I have put some setting spray on my brush, and now I'm going to apply my foundation. Okay, so on a non-makeup note, is there anyone that watches TV series on here? If you watch TV series, if you do watch TV series, I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section. I'm seeking TV show suggestions. I think I've gone through everything that I'm watching right now. I just started watching Lois and Clark. I love those type of movies. I loved Superman ever since I was young, and so when I saw that on HBO, and I have HBO Max, I said, oh my god, I've got to watch this. And so I watched it in 2 days, you know, because that's what fans do. They watch things and they just binge it out. So now I'm using my concealer brush, and I'm just defining my eyebrows using foundation. As I said, I've been doing this for a while. I really don't use concealer anymore to do my eyebrows. I've been using foundation. It's been working for me. You know, this isn't for everyone. Everyone has their own thing, but this works for me. I have no issues with it, you know. So I would love to hear from you guys though in the comment section. Do you use your foundation as concealer to define your eyebrows? I would love to hear from you guys if you do use it, and if you do use it, how have you found it, you know, so far, and how long have you been doing it? I've been doing this for about a year now. I've been saying in my videos, oh, I conceal my eyebrows, but really I foundation my eyebrows. If you get the joke. Now I'm gonna go in for concealer. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Camo concealer, and I'm mixing it with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Creamy Beige. Of course, that is my shade, and the reason why I'm mixing it is because this is a little bit too light for me. I don't want to look like ghostly, so I decided I am going to sit. To achieve what I want my under eye to look like. I don't want to look too white, definitely. I put a little where my contour is gonna go, because I like when my contour is well defined. That's just my personal preference. You might not like it that way, but Now to contour, I will be using my Beauty Treats sculpting palettes. I usually use this color right here, but I've been drawn to this one mostly more recently, so I'm gonna use both of them mixed together just because. And I might just use this contour powder too. Sometimes it's a bit too light for me, so that's the reason why I mix it. But at the same time, I don't want to be looking like crazy. So now on to the fun part, blending. To blend out my highlights, I'm actually going to be using a eyeshadow brush. I use it a couple times and I really like the application. I forgot to spray this. So I have used this a couple times and I actually like how it blends. I get to go right up underneath my eye as well as take it down the bridge of my nose, and I bring it down, and I bring down this as well. So I'm just gonna blend this out and get back to you guys. I feel like my nose contour is always like double work, because whenever I go in with my contour, that's why most times I like to do my contour first. I have to always go back in with a little bit more product just because I don't want my contour to be too broad. Okay guys, so that's awkward. I had a bit of technical glitch, so I was filming. I didn't know that my phone stopped recording, so I missed a couple of steps. As you can see, my lips are done. I have on blush, contour, and highlights and all that jazz. Well, not highlight, but contour and blush. My lip is done. Let me just bring you through what happened. All right, so the first thing I did, I went in with my, I'm not seeing it right now, but I went in with my Sasha Buttercup setting powder. I set under my eye area as well as the bridge of my nose. Then I went in with my Airspun setting powder. I did highlight out my contour. I did the rest of my face. If you know me, you know I'm a double step powder girl, so I went in with my Le Champ Cosmetics press powder in the shade 04. Le Champ Cosmetics is a Jamaican brand. Then I went in with some blush, which actually first I attempted to use my LA Girl matte lipstick as a cream blush. It didn't work out, so I forego that and I went in instead with this Beauty Radiance blush. It is called Toasted Almond. I've used this before in a couple of my older videos. That's it. Then I set my contour using these two from my Beauty Treats palette, and then I did my lips. I have on lip liner followed by my LA Color pout lips, and on top I have my NYX Cosmetics butter gloss. Yeah, and now we're up to date. So all that's left is highlight. I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier highlight. It is called Addiction. It's a face illuminator and the shade is Addiction. This is what it looks like, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and do my usual. So I usually go in with the tip of my nose, then the bridge of my nose, just a little bigger, and then of course the usual spots. I don't like when my highlight is like too much. like some people. I just like it to be subtle. I don't want it to be like too much like in your face, you know, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not that type of girl when it comes on to highlights. Definitely not that type of girl. I believe less is more, so it's subtle but you can still see it. And I like to do, I should have done this before I did my lipstick, but anyways, you get where I'm going with that. I just think I need a little more on my nose. I really like to have my nose like looking shiny. Oh my god. And if I want this to be like more profound, I usually go in with a setting spray on my brush before I apply it. Alright, so now I'm just gonna finish up change my top, finish up my hair off camera, and then I'll be back to talk to you guys about the primers. So I'll be back. Okay guys, so this is the final look. So let's talk about what happened. Alright, so as I mentioned, I'm going to be doing a separate video on a makeup tutorial specifically talking about the eyeshadow that I used in today's video. Alright, now these are, bye baby, where are you going? Okay dude, bye beautiful. She's the sweetest. Alright, so I did a review on these three, but I only used two of the three, which is number one, which is the numbers on it, number one and 0. So these are on Amazon. The three that I purchased, it's no longer available, so you have to purchase, I think they have a pack with 2 and they have a pack with like singles, and they also have another with like more in it. I think you get like 6 in it. So I really would like to purchase that because they have the colored bases in those, which is awesome. Alright, so now the 3 that I used, on one eye I used both number 1 and the white one, and on this eye I just used my regular foundation to do my makeup. So this is what my eye makeup looks like. Basically it looks the same to me. Both eyes, when I look in the mirror, it looks the same to me. However, this one has a more smoother, when you're looking at it in the mirror, this one has a more smoother application, as in the finish is more smoother, versus this one, even like right here, I'm like seeing the texture from where I shaved my eyebrows, but this one is much more smoother. You're not really seeing it. So that's the only real difference between both of them. Forgot to my face. Put on mascara and my bottom lashes, so let's do that. I'm going to be setting my face with the NYX Cosmetics Matte Finish Setting Spray. Alright, so that is basically it for this video. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section as to my flips. My baby's having a tantrum. Alright, so that's basically it. I think the primers, they're pretty good. They do what they're supposed to do. As I said, I could definitely tell the difference in person. On camera it might not be obvious what the difference is in terms of how the eyeshadow applied, but in person I can definitely tell there's a slight difference. So primers, they make a lot of sense. They make your overall eyeshadow, they accentuate the eyeshadow much more, as well as they just apply a smoother base for you to apply your eyeshadows onto. So if you are interested in getting any of these eyeshadow bases that I mentioned before, the set that I got, which is 3, it's no longer available, but there are other options. I will link them down below in the description bar for you. and I hope you enjoyed this video. What do you think of the overall look? What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let me hear from you in the comments. Let me hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you, and just to stay connected and just be friends. So yeah, walk good, be safe. I will catch you guys in another video. Take care.